I was in the recovery room after arthroscopy sinus surgery, just beginning to come out of the anesthetic. The staff was unaware that I had asthma and were not paying great attention. No one realized that I was having an asthma attack. As I was waking up, I realized I couldn't breathe. I was in excruciating physical agony, couldn't take a complete breath, and it simply grew worse and worse until I couldn't take a breath at all. My lungs were burning, my entire body was extremely chilly, and later they stated I had become cold and blue by the time the nurses saw me, and I was in excruciating pain. Inside, I was panicked, my thoughts racing, trying to snap out of it, but I couldn't move or breathe. Then I felt myself slipping away. There was no tunnel, and there was no out-of-body experience. I realized I was gone from my body. The part of me that is truly me had departed and was no longer in that recovery room. I was in a location of pure light, as if a warm, peaceful, loving fog had encircled and held all the beauty, power, and security in the world, and beyond. I felt all of my grief and trauma fade away. When I attempted to recall where I had just been, I realized I couldn't remember what pain, suffering, wrath, envy, or anything bad felt like here. There was a faint hint of how horrible things felt that I could hardly recall. The light fog began to lift, and I realized I was in the company of 3 light entities. They had the appearance of humanoid figures made completely of brilliant light. Everything was formed of light, even the background. There was a horizon and a ground, but they were essentially just different hues of light. And I, too, was created of light. 3 light creatures appeared in front of me and welcomed me to this planet. There was one who was bigger, stronger than the other 2. He didn't say anything at the time, but I afterward recognized him as Jesus. They did not greet me with a conscious conversation, but with love as I had never felt before. The most amazing love. It included entire acceptance, compassion, and love. Love without being tainted by fear, negativity, or deception. I recognized that the entire cosmos was formed of love, the most powerful force in the universe. I didn't feel like a wholly independent creature anymore, as I am now typing at this computer. Yes, I sensed my awareness separate from these other entities, but I also felt like I was a part of them and this luminous realm. The 3 entities stepped up close and surrounded me, still in awe of me. But they warned me that I was going to witness things I couldn't see in the real world. I don't know if I begged to learn or showed interest in any way, but they said they would show me, that it would be difficult, but they would be there. They informed me that I would evaluate my life and see, but that it would be extraordinary, and that I would see. And I was completely content. Sure, I responded, feeling so powerful in the light, so flawless and pure. I was suddenly alone once more. I was my adult self, but I had been watching, living, and my life since I was a child. I was present and felt everything, yet I was still me. It was almost as if I were seeing an extremely intricate hologram that depicted the tale of my life, in which I was the hologram but also seen from a third-person perspective. I wasn't expecting what occurred next. Everything was sensed by me. I could feel my agony all over again. All of the loneliness, fear, and sorrow that had been a part of my existence, as well as all of the love. Everything I'd ever done, felt, or had done to me was relived in that spot. I felt it all, and I was okay, still enjoying the brightness I'd just discovered, until I started feeling other people's feelings. I was now experiencing other people's emotions as though they were my own. When I wounded someone, I felt their pain as if it were my own. Every time I made someone happy, I felt as if it were my own. I got to observe how those folks, in turn, transmitted the wonderful feeling to someone else or harmed someone with the agony I had given them. And suddenly I sensed their anguish. I was very overwhelmed. I began to falter. Even the brightness I had within me couldn't stand up to this onslaught of anguish. I recall crying out. I requested assistance. Please, God, grant me your strength. That was all that was required. The most powerful light being that had welcomed me to that realm was at my side, filling me with his love and strength, restoring my wholeness. Then I could go on. With that light at my side, I observed the remainder of my life and how everything I did impacted everyone. Up until the moment I arrived in this lovely location. Still, I had the most powerful light by my side, and he had guided me through the remainder of it. Then he said something to me that I didn't recall till much later. He stated that they will show me more of my life. That I'd need to see some things right now. I agreed, feeling powerful in the light once more. So, as I watched again, my life was moving along. Not just once, but several times. And all of this at the same time. It's difficult to believe now, but I was shown many various futures all at once. I was shown years ahead of time, all the way to the end of my life and beyond. I apologize if this seems weird. So far, no one I've spoken with about this has understood, so I'm hoping you will. Again, I apologize for any confusion. Please bear with me.